on, guys? My name's Boston. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm with my buddy Phil again. We've made some pretty cool content today, and we're gonna wrap it up with something pretty awesome. Phil's never really been in an electric car, minus a Prius, but that doesn't count. Let's only cool ones. But we got the Tesla Model 3 Performance today, and it's pretty charged up. It's gonna be pretty fast, and Phil's never driven anything like this, so he's gonna give me his feeling behind the wheel and see what he thinks. But right now the screen's showing tap key card to allow driving. Okay. So basically, take this key card, you just place it here, put your foot on the brake, push that down, all the way down. Oh, yep, now you're gonna drive. Okay. Let off the brake, it's gonna hold. You can let off the brake. You don't have to give the gas just yet. Let me put this away. So now you're in drive mode. If you press this button, you can see the rear view camera. Okay. You can see your how much range you have left if you want to make calls and stuff like that. The windshield wipers. But if we just want to drive, so none of this stuff's important right now. Give it a little go and let me know what you think. Okay. And then let's go out and we'll just do the same route we've been doing. But get up to about 15 miles an hour and let off the gas. And don't hit the brake.
Oh, wow.
Weird, right?
Yeah. Let's see.
Stop here. And keep it controlled. Yeah, press the foot on the brake. Now let off the brake and just mash it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's awesome. It's like video game easy.
Yes. You hear the sound, the little whine that it makes?
Uh-huh.
What do you think?
That's really cool. It's certainly the most individual experience I've ever.
When you were the passenger compared to now, what are your takeaways?
It's good. I still feel like I'm communicating with the road a little bit. Knowing that, that's so cool.
And you don't even need to do it. I just let off right now and just coast up to this thing. Just, you're not in a hurry. I mean, you can give it a little gas along the way.
Oh, okay,
but
I see.
You just kind of
find the balance.
Find that balance to coast up to it, and then as soon as you get to it, then hit the brake.
Okay.
Yep. And now put the thing go up. We'll go right again, like we've been doing. Yep. If you do half, it does 3 blinks. If you do full up, it does the whole thing.
Okay. Gotcha.
So we'll just wait for these cars to pass so we can get a little bit of space. But yeah, man, what do you think?
Pretty cool.
How'd you feel as a passenger? Is it different as a driver? A little different?
Yes. And like I said, with all that torque available instantly, it's a little intimidating.
Yeah.
Because I'm not knowing what necessarily to expect out of this machine.
Pretty impressive. I mean, they did a great job. People like to dismiss the fact that this is the future, but let's be honest, this is where cars are going.
Yep.
And we'll take it right out here again. But I mean, you saw the 991.2 or. Did I say that right?
992.
Yeah,
992.2.
My bad. And it's gonna probably have a hybrid engine.
Yep.
So, baby 918.
Baby 918 Spider, can't beat it.
That's they see the value in electric. Yeah, just give it a little.
Oh, wow, it's real composed in that turn back there. Yep. Steering felt good. I'm assuming this is all electric steering, obviously.
Yep. Pretty impressive.
Wow, that's cool.
My biggest fear with this car is, kind of like your 7 Series, I don't want to see red and blues in the rear view, and you can accidentally get lost. You get so engaged in the drive. People say it's not a driver's car, but once you start driving it, you get so engaged in the driving experience, you almost forget how fast you're going.
Yeah, it's very. That'd be a huge similarity between this and the B7. Yeah, you definitely forget how fast you're going.
It's so smooth.
It does feel good. Like I'm getting feedback through the steering wheel. I'm getting feedback through the pedals. I can almost feel the tires in the rear wheel. I'm getting feedback.
The steering wheel's a little looser than what I'd like in a sports car. Just a hair. I need a little more, a little more response. My personal opinion. Okay. But what do you think? It's not bad.
I think it's pretty responsive. I make a slight turn. It does that nice and smooth.
I like a little
abrupt.
I like a little like tighter feeling wheel, like a little harder to turn wheel. This one feels easy to turn. That's my best way to explain it.
I mean, that's kind of like my 911. That's my biggest gripe with the hydraulic assisted steering is it is a little bit too light. I feel sometimes. Okay.
So we'll go right here.
This is an interesting thing I got to get used to. So you're letting off the gas.
Just let it go, and you don't have to hit the brake. Just turn. Yeah, and then now give it some more gas. So here, go about 40, and let's show you the, and then kind of coast at 40, and I'll show you something. No, you're good.
All right.
And Now hold the wheel, and I'll tell you when. All right, let off the wheel. And you can adjust the speed with this guy if you want. We'll just leave it at 50 because we're not in any hurry. And then every now and then it'll just tell you to apply light pressure to the wheel, and that's all you got to do. But what do you think?
I'm a little nervous right now. I've never been in a self-driving car. This is bizarre.
Pretty.
Just sit here like this?
Yeah, until it tells you to just, and it's not perfect, but it's a very good start.
Yeah, no, this is incredible.
Smooth. It speeds up, slows down very well. If there's a light up there and there's no cars, it will unfortunately run the light because it doesn't know any better. But if there's a car up there, it'll stop it. I have it set to 3 car lengths, so pretty.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. So
now it's the speed limit changed up here, so it's dropping you down to 40 miles an hour because it knows.
That is so cool.
And you can't even go above it because it's restricted in this area because it's a school. It knows.
So all the negative connotations associated with an electric car, I'm guilty of them.
I am too.
But it's just like, okay, those are just going away because this is so cool. Oh, very well composed.
Yep.
Corner.
Very much so.
Jeez, this thing is scary.
What do you think so far? It throws you in your seat a little.
I think it's pretty awesome. I'm a huge fan. It took that corner nice.
Yeah, it handles very well.
You're not shifting, so you're not losing any time.
I mean, it handles a lot better than people think it does. Like, you wouldn't expect, the way it looks, you just would not expect the handling.
So when I took that turn back there, I'm comparing this to my Evo 10.
Yeah.
This thing has significantly less body roll than my old Evo 10.
This also has Pilot Sport 4S's on it.
Okay,
that has something to do with it.
That's a huge factor right there.
But honestly, Pilot Sport 4S's, they're generally known as more of a summery, tire. And today the road happens to be fantastic, for this type of driving.
It's best we can get this time.
Yeah, at mid-December. But even in the snow, I've had no issues with them. I've had absolutely no issues with them.
Same with my 911. I had summer tires on those, and
you just have to be a little smarter and a little more aware of what's happening on the road.
I got better performance when I just took traction control off. You really throw the car around the way you wanted it to in the snow. Oh my gosh.
It's instantaneous. So, electric cars, they are best 0 to 60-ish. After 60, they start to top off a little bit.
Okay.
Because instantaneous torque is. But the thing is, the way I see it is, most people that buy these are not going to go track this thing, right? They just want that 0 to 60 feeling on the road. Because that, most speed limits are 65 on the highway. And that's where this.
Combine that with the tech, you got a hell of a selling point right there.
And I mean, for an everyday car, it's hard to. For something that's you're not going to drive 500 miles every weekend, that you drive to and forth from work and you just want to have a little more fun, and you don't really want to, I'm not going to say break the bank, these are expensive, but there is very little downside to having one, other than the fact that it's not a gas-powered car, And I don't even know if that's a downside.
No.
People just need to get with the,
don't knock it till you try it. I think
exactly.
You should try it out.
I was as critical as anyone else was before I tried this car.
This is actually really important because I got to go home and tell my old lady about this car because she is looking to get a Porsche Taycan in the future.
So we were between that, waiting for that one. This one, when it comes out, will take 4 seconds to get to 60, and will be what this car would have been a few years ago.
Wow. Okay.
So think about that. By the time this one comes out, a few more generations, it'll be even more impressive. And the bigger the batteries get, they did away with the battery ratings on these cars. They used to say like P100D, P110, P90. On the Model 3, and pretty cool, you can see all this on the screen too. But on the Model 3, it just says dual motor.
Okay.
So this car we took delivery in September-ish. We're still waiting on, this is the one thing that kind of upsets me a little bit. We got the carbon fiber spoiler, little splitter back there. And then the body, it has Model 3 badges and stuff, right? Mm-hmm. We haven't gotten those yet. They were so behind production schedule, they said they'll give those out to us a month later. We haven't even gotten them yet. That kind of irritates me that they're like that. But once you drive a little bit, you kind of forget all those little things. But it is getting a carbon fiber lip. It's going to be coming on the way. But, between the Porsche and this is a little more electric motor-wise, definitely more history here.
Yes.
Tesla's that's their thing. They don't make gas cars and happen to make an electric car.
I mean, the reason why Porsche's getting into hybridization and then making full electric cars is because they just bought 10% of Rimac. rim out.
Oh yeah, I've seen those things. Those things are crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So what's your takeaway so far? We don't have a full charge, so granted it's gonna be a little slower than what you expect. But
I'm totally impressed. This thing is so cool, so fun, and it's really comfortable. I've never. This is a game changer for me as far as experiencing a driving experience.
You know, I'm kind of in the. If you had to have one car, this wouldn't be such a bad option. Like if you had to have if you could only have a daily driver, but you don't want to.
I see
you know what I'm saying? Like
an all-encompassing performance vehicle.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you had to have just like, you know, you require a car you drive every day. That's great. Let's say you drive 100 miles a day. This would be so much cheaper than getting, you know, something this much fun that you can go home and charge or charge for free or even at a cheaper discounted rate at a station.
It's a hell of a deal.
A lot of works where I work, they have free charging stations for employees. And a lot of places are catching on, so you can actually charge this stuff at work for free. A lot of places.
The other thing, it's really cool, the regenerative braking. When you do let off the throttle and it kicks in, it brakes really well.
Yeah. You don't even need to hit
the sensation to like probably about 1/3, maybe half foot pedal pressure on like a normal car.
You don't even need to really hit that till the very end. All right, so if you want to, drop down to 35.
Okay.
And we will once we get out of this turn, we'll try something. I'll show you if we were on the highway, I'd show you lane changes and stuff too. But it's still there was not enough of a stretch for it to catch on. But you should be okay now. Just let off now.
All right.
Yep. And we'll cruise this guy at like 40. There you go.
And as we did that, we put in.
And you can do these things. The destinations. You can check your music. You can. The AC in this thing. The vent is that whole back thing.
Okay.
You just click this guy, and you can pick the vents. See this guy right here? How you want. It's all adjustable like that.
Oh,
you can split them.
Really cool.
Yep. And then I have the fan speed turned off for the audio, but purposes. But you know.
I was not expecting that.
But and then it's just one giant vent that you can adjust. You can distribute the things all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty impressive.
This is so cool. And since we got the destination and everything in the computer, it's literally gonna take us there on autopilot.
Apply light force, that's all. Yep, you're good. You don't have to press. Okay. So no. And that is because it's regulated by the government. If I was on the highway and it'll say activate autopilot, then it'll take me off my exit and get me almost to your place and then tell me to take over. If we're on a back road like this, it won't do it.
Yeah,
it's comfortable.
I'm sitting here.
Yeah.
Normal now. I guess I'm not that nervous about it anymore.
No. After the first few times, I'm like, let me just hold the wheel. Like, I was just hovering my hands over the wheel. After about 2 times, I'm like, whatever. This is so easy to drive. Apply light force to the wheel.
Okay.
Yep. And that's it.
Cool.
Let off. It should take this turn. We'll see what it does.
Yeah.
Should just kind of hover over it.
It's a nice sweeping turn.
You should be okay. Yeah, it's doing a great job. It's such a gradual change.
There we go.
Yep. If you're afraid or you want to take it off, just hit the brake and it'll go off.
Okay.
And we can bump that guy up to 60. See, it's got a 4-way stop. It won't stop there. So you'll have to get off autopilot to do it. But I mean, pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I know autopilot's cool and all for the highway, but I just enjoy driving this thing, mashing that pedal. So
that acceleration feel is you can't really get rid of that. That's really cool.
It should just keep going. We're okay. Yeah. So if you want
to just dance through there, that was.
If you want to hit the brake, get off autopilot for a second. I'll show you something. I'll show you what regular mode feels like. So here's standard. So now give it a little bit of gas. Not bad.
Yeah, it's still pretty good.
Not bad, but it's not as aggressive,
Yeah.
And you can adjust the regenerative braking to lower if you don't like it, but I like it a lot. I like what it does. So here's steering comfort, so the steering's gonna be a lot looser now.
Oh,
you can feel it.
It's like a Cadillac now.
It's a boat. But I like to put it back on sport. That's how I like to drive.
Oh, yeah.
So now you give it a little gas.
Oh, here we go. Here's a good opportunity. A nice sweeping turn.
It hugs really well for what it is.
Ripping.
Yeah. Those 4S's, I absolutely love those things.
Yeah, I felt totally confident going through there in this thing.
I have no issue with this thing.
Yeah, performance aspect of it is spot on. This is too cool.
So what's your overall? If you had to give this a rating, a number rating, or a or some sort of like, what would you describe it as?
Kind of like what we were talking about earlier. Like if you just want one vehicle to kind of do everything, you want a vehicle for some spirited sport driving, and you need a vehicle to get the kids to school, get groceries, get from home to work. I think this is like the perfect all-encompassing vehicle. Not to mention the efficiency and the tech side of it, which nowadays I think is a huge turn on to folks.
Very much so.
This is really cool.
Everybody wants the tech. I mean, look at the screen. It is just mind-blowing.
I'm not quite sold on the looks. But
they're controversial. That's for sure.
Different.
It grew on me. I was a little at first, and then the more I looked at it, it looked so much better in person than it did in photos.
But I would not really mind selling my B7 and trading it in for something like this. This is really cool.
I mean, as the prices drop, you can actually, on their website, it tells you all the used ones available. Some of the older models, they're not quite as fast as the P100D Model S. They had if a customer got free supercharging, that'll transfer over.
Okay.
So it'll tell you which ones have free supercharging. So you can get a used one for a pretty good price.
That's a good deal.
And it'll come with all those things on it. Yep.
And braking.
And as soon as you get to the end, you can hit the brake yourself and then take a turn. Turn right here and give it a little bit.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I'm still bracing for that transmission to shift.
It's never going to. It's weird.
Really cool.
But yeah, man, that's how this thing is. Yeah, no, not a problem. This thing, yeah.
Whatever doubts I had about electric cars, except for the Prius, they have been alleviated. Really.
So we let Phil got a chance to drive the Model 3 today, and I don't know. I think he's sold. I think he's sold on one. If he ever had to get something, I think this would be a good consideration for either a daily or, honestly, the Model S is faster than the 911. I think it's stupid fast.
Accelerating, yeah.
Accelerating wise, yeah. Not the rest of things, but yeah, not so bad, is it?
No, this is really cool.
But all right, guys, that's gonna wrap up this video. My buddy Phil got a chance to kind of experience what an electric car is like. I think he's I think he likes it. Overall, this was a lot of fun to do. I had a pretty good morning today. We got to check out some pretty cool stuff. So if you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, share it. It's always cool to get a Porsche owner or an owner that doesn't have an electric car to kind of experience it, to see what they think. And I think he's kind of on the bandwagon, if you would say,
yes,
of the performance and how impressive they are. I mean, it throws you back in your seat. Mm-hmm. And we're not even on full charge. If I had a full charge, it'd be even scary fast.
Nice.
But yeah, if you enjoyed this, smash that like button, share this video, turn that bell on. Follow me on Instagram, VASK614. I'll post a lot of things there, and check out Phil's Instagram. I'll link it here as well. But if you enjoyed this, thank you for watching, and I will see you next video.